Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. This is Vegas Infinite. As you guys know, this is the road to 5 mil. I just wanted to make a new video. I just got back from Vegas. I want to explain how my trip in Vegas went. It was actually amazing. So, I'm thinking I'm either going to play some blackjack in the suite or just go throw some slots around and talk about my experience in Vegas and everything that happened. So, I had an amazing weekend, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So, let's hurry up, hop into something real quick. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I will catch you guys in either the slot room or right behind me. Alright guys, we are back in the slot room. I decided to go slots. I'm not sure what slot we're gonna spin. Immortal Riches is good when you hit a bonus, but you don't hit a bonus off. Let's try this bad boy. It's new. I think I've played it a few times, but we'll throw this around. That way I can talk about it. Hitting that would be nice. Man, hitting that would be real nice. So I want this on. So 250, 320. Damn, takes a huge jump. We'll go 325 and we'll spin here. Alright, so reason why me and the wife went to Vegas is we went to go see the Basement Yard tour. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I've been watching the Basement Yard podcast for years, since Joe's doing it by himself. But yeah, so we were up there for that. Obviously, we're going to Vegas, so there's gonna be some gambling involved. We took a few $100s, like it was like $300 a piece for. It was gonna be like a one night. Oh, we're gonna spend the night. It was gonna be an overnight trip type situation. Cause we don't live too far from Vegas. We're about 2.5 hours from Vegas, so it's a hop, skip, and a jump away. So we don't need to spend a bunch of time there. But anywho, I digress. So we left here about 7:30 in the morning. Got to Vegas around 10. Immediately hit up El Cortez. Just because I watched Vegas Matt, I watched Bluff, I watched all that on there. I just realized everyone heard me talking. But anyway, you know, I watched Bluff, I watched Vegas Matt. I'm out there at El Cortez because of them. And me and the wife are there for a few hours. I'm up like 100 and something bucks, you know, by the end of the day. Just playing slots, you know, Huff and Puff bonuses hit. I got Flaming Hot Pots, you know, hit. Monopoly Beijing Railroad, I believe it's called, hit a few times for me. But yeah, so I was up, but my wife was striking out. She was playing Buffalo, Ultimate Stampede, striking out. We played a little Frankenstein, we both struck out. She played the Tiger versus Dragon bonus one. That one struck out. She was just, it was a rough day for her. So she was down to her last like $100, $120 or something like that. And like I said, I was up. I only took 160 to El Cortez for the first day, and I left with 280, I believe. So I was up like 110 bucks, 120 bucks. I was up. I had money. I had gambling money. I was, I bought 300, cut it in half, and pretty much had 300 again by the end of that night, because we went to, you know, the way I got there was I did decent at El Cortez, and then we went and gambled at the Planet Hollywood, because that's where we were staying, because it was across the street from the Cosmo, which the Basement Yard show was at, the Chelsea Theater, and you know, awesome theater by the way. But yeah, it was inside the Chelsea. And then like I said, we gambled for probably another 2-3 hours, and I stayed even that entire time. I went up, down, up, down, up, down. You know how it goes. Because as you see right now, I'm going down. I haven't gone up once yet. Anywho, I digress again. So I stayed even the entire time. The Basement Yard started at 8. We had to be in line at 6 o'clock when the gates opened. So like I said, we got back to our hotel around, I'd say, 1:30, 2 o'clock. Check-in was 4. So it's probably like 1:30 when we got there. We gambled for a little bit until check-in time. Checked in, went up to the room, unpacked our shit. And then we went out to, we were getting ready to go to Cosmo to gamble until the show. And that was like an hour and a half till showtime, or at least gates opened. And then I got one of those Fat Tuesday drinks, those Yard Dog ones. That, I'll be honest, was more than I was expecting, and it knocked me on my butt a little bit. So when we went and gambled at the Cosmo, I didn't gamble too hard. I put $20 into Casper. Came out with $60, I think, or something like that. And then I went down playing a few other games, things like that. So, like I said, by the end of the night, I was still up like $100 and something. Because my 140 that I didn't touch, that I put aside for day 2, I didn't really technically need, because day 1 I had earned about another $140 or 120. So I gave my wife 100 so she can get back up and have more money to gamble with, and then I would still have about 280. So anywho, we were there for a while. Now we went to once we saw the Basement Yard show, that, first of all, that was hilarious. Best show I've been to, hands down. If you're a fan of the Basement Yard and they're coming near you, I would highly suggest getting some tickets if available. This is the last year they're doing it until God knows how long, and it was hilarious. I couldn't believe, my wife doesn't watch the podcast like I do, but she knows of them because I speak of them, show her clips, things like that. And she was laughing so hard it hurt sometimes. So I mean, just great times, great vibes all the way around. I've got something. No, I didn't get something big. So I'm down to 76. Okay, I'm gonna take this down to 900K at the most, but it's not gonna be here. I'm gonna take this down to 60, and then we'll see where we're at by 60. If I'm down to 960, 960. You know what I'm talking about. Dang, words are hard, guys. I'm still fried from Vegas, man. Like I said, I had that drink and knocked me on my butt. But like I said, we went to the show. The show was hilarious. It was about 2 hours long, 2.5 hours long. Cracking up the entire time. Just great time. Like I said, started at 8. It was supposed to start at 8, didn't start like 8:10ish. And then we got out of there at 11:20. So like I said, about 2:10. 2 hours long. Great show. Hilarious. The guys are funny. But after that, we were starving. We went back across the street to our hotel, got some food. Thinking about gambling a little bit more, but we're just exhausted. We been up early, did a lot of walking. We, walked around the shops, obviously, inside Planet Hollywood, the Miracle Mile shops. Great mall. Just a lot of sightseeing. And then we went to the Flamingo and walked around there and went to the Flamingos at the little walkout garden section. And then we went back to that's when we went back to the Cosmo after that. So we did some sightseeing. Damn, yeah, we did a lot. We crammed a lot into that day. But we went and saw the show, went to bed. Next day, we wake up and we're deciding what to do, because my wife hadn't hit a bonus, man. She was like mentally defeated. She's like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I'm already down. I don't want to lose more money. I'm like, well, we can, I have a little extra. I told her I'd give her some. I gave her the 100 and took 40 out of the 140. And then we were deciding to either go to El Cortez or just go down to the casino in Planet Hollywood until we left. We decided that we were having a little more luck and fun inside the El Cortez. Also, it wasn't as packed as on Strip, because the El Cortez is more on the Fremont Street side of things. But still, an amazing hotel. Yeah, plus, like I said, I went to this hotel because I watch Bluff and Vegas Matt, who are huge gamblers within the El Cortez casino. And we decided to go to El Cortez again just to finish it out on the way out of town. So we hit up the El Cortez around, I'd say, 8 o'clock. And we're there just having a good time. We get Starbucks as soon as we get in there. And then my wife decides to sit down on a machine. The Ultimate Stampede Buffalo. Or I should say Buffalo Ultimate Stampede Edition is what she was playing. $1.60 or $1.76 to spin, whatever it is. And then out of nowhere, she gets one bonus, gets like 40, $50. You know, no big, or like $60, whatever it is. Not a huge bonus, but a bonus, you know. And then she's like, I don't know, should I keep going? I'm like, you know, do your backup spins. You got to make sure that you're not gonna, you know, you're not missing out on anything. So she spins it a few more times, and boom, she hits another bonus, man. And this bonus, I tell you, is just racking up one after another of these cash value, you know, hold and spin bonuses. And it's just boom, $5 here, boom, $20 there, boom, mini, boom, 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 15. Just going, just adding up. And she's unlocking level after level after level on this thing, right? And she's at about, I would say, $350, almost $400. And then boom, she gets a $200 valued ball. And I went nuts. I was already going nuts because she was already at $400 on a $1.76 spin. That's nuts in itself. But for it to keep going and just finally hit 600, I was her biggest hype man. So yeah, it was a great experience. She gets $600. She does a few backup spins. Give me 1 second, my dog is going off. I'm sorry, I had to go. Sorry guys, I had to go take care of that. But yeah, like I said, she hits the $600. I'm her biggest cheerleader. I'm running around, I'm jumping around, I'm hyped up. I'm just having a great time. So she hits the $600 bonus. She, like I said, a few backup spins, doesn't really hit too much. Leaves. She's like, I'm done, I'm out. So she goes, cashes that out. Once she cashes that out, she was like, I'm pocketing 600 because she still had like almost 200 to play with. So she's like, forget it. I'm just gonna pocket that 600, and she gave me the 58 back. Or whatever it was, because it was like $658. She gave me the $58. Took the 600, pocketed it, because we're going to California to go gambling with my mom here in November for her 70th birthday. So that's gonna be fun. But then, you know, we had played a little bit more slots, went up a little bit, didn't really, you know, up and down again. And then we decided to go play some blackjack. We took $100 a piece for the blackjack table. We're there for like, I'd say, let's see. I would say we were there for probably about 30 to 45 minutes. Maybe even an hour. I don't know. It seemed like a while. But we're playing $15 minimum, so we're not going too crazy. $15 hands, $20 hands, 25. I think the craziest I got was like 30 or 40 on one hand. So, yeah, we're going up and down. All of a sudden, my wife hits a streak, man. I'm just noticing she's winning, and I'm not doing too great. At the time, I'm on a downward spiral. I'm watching chips just leave. The dealer's taking my chips and passing them over to my wife, like, here, they're yours now. He doesn't deserve them. But, anywho, yeah. So she's on a grind, and I look over, and she's got like $150, $175 just moved to the side with chips to keep playing. I'm like, okay, she's doing pretty good. And then I look over, I'm down to like my last $50. Well, then it's my turn. I start going on a run. She's going up and down. She wins a hand, loses a hand, wins a hand, loses a hand, wins a couple hands, loses a couple hands. So she stayed pretty consistent. After that, then she went on a little streak. But I start to turn around. I'm winning doubles. You know, I'm getting some action. We're all about that action, boss. And then all of a sudden I look, I got like one, you know, I'm sitting on like $100. I'm like, okay, I'm back to my 100. And then all of a sudden, 120, 150, and I was like, I'm at 200. So I played two hands. Went down to like $175 and cashed out. So we were up there. So we pretty much walked in with about $500 total, and then we end up leaving with $1,100. So huge day. So we were like I said, $400-500. You know, we just crushed it. We loved it. It was a great time. El Cortez is a great experience, but that's not all. So as in the middle of all this, you know, my wife's getting cold. She, you know, the casinos are chilly. She's always a little cold-blooded. So we go in, And I'm like, let's go to the gift shop. I'll get you a sweatshirt. And I was like, hey, we'll get you a Vegas Matt sweatshirt. Because I watch Vegas Matt. She doesn't really watch him, but she does now that she knows who he is and what he does. That was her first introduction. But anyway, like I said, I bought her a sweatshirt, or the zip up, the gambler zip up hoodie, and she loved it. It's a great quality sweatshirt. It's nice and warm, heavy duty, not cheaply made, anything like that. But yeah, so she buys it. It's still in its package. She hasn't even unwrapped this thing. We walk out of the gift shop, and I look over to my right, over by where the Starbucks is, and I see no other than, if you guys watch the Vegas Matt channel, you'll know who I'm talking about. If not, this ain't for you, but I appreciate y'all for listening. But like I said, I look over my right to the Starbucks, and who do I freaking see? I see WBG and W2 Jesus. And I immediately look at my wife and said, oh my God, put on your damn sweatshirt. They're here. And she goes, what are you talking about? And I told her, like, that's WBG and W2 Jesus. They're from Vegas Matt. I was like, I don't see Matt, but they're here. I was like, I would love to go get a picture with them and, shake their hand. So I walked over there. She put on her shirt, of course. Walked over there. They're super nice people. I'm like, hey guys, I know you're getting coffee and whatnot, but do you guys, I'm a huge fan. Do you guys mind if I get a picture? And they're like, yeah, no problem. And then they see my wife walking over and like, oh, she's got the newest hoodie. And we're like, yeah. We're like, we just got it literally right now. And we're having a little conversation. He's like, well, let's get her in on the picture. They, hand my phone over to their friend, where now me and my wife are taking a picture with W2 Jesus and WBG. And I'm having, this is a little bit after my wife won $600. So we're already elated because of that. And then we run into these guys, and they're the most humblest guys. And then they told me, hey, Matt's going to be here in a few minutes. Why don't you just, if you want to stick around? I was like, yeah, if you guys don't mind, like, I would love to get a picture with him. So we kind of just stayed in the area, waited around, and then Matt shows up. And he's a nice guy. What you get on the dang, what you see on YouTube is how he is. He genuinely humble. Uh-oh. Did my game just crash? Oh no, what happened? My game crashed. Well, dang. Give me a second and go back into it. Well, since my game crashed, here we are. We're gonna play some blackjack. I'm done with slots. I was getting my butt kicked anyways. I wasn't getting anywhere. But as I was saying, like I said, when you meet Vegas Matt, it's exactly who you see on TV or on YouTube. He's a great guy, genuinely humble. He was getting his morning coffee. He didn't have to take a picture of me. He could say, hey, yeah, I appreciate it, but, can you wait until I'm doing pictures later on in the day or something like that? But no, he saw me and my wife, and I told him I was a big fan, shook his hand, asked if I could snap a picture with him. I just hit on 17 because I'm not paying attention. It's a 2. Anyway, let's try to get us all back. Let's go 25K. Let's try to get us all back right now.
Good luck, players.
But yeah, anyway, he saw me and my wife there, and when I asked for a picture, he said, yeah, let's go ahead and get it. And, his friends came over, took the picture with us. He gave my wife a sticker. He chit-chatted for a little bit. Just a humble guy. And like I said, he's the reason why he was one of the reasons why I went to the El Cortez. So I got to meet this guy. I'm getting my butt whipped over here. But yeah, I got to meet this guy.
Good luck.
Shake his hand. And I'm already having one of the best weekends I've had. Just, it's not that the fact that there weren't any kids there, because I love my kids, but me and wife finally got to be husband and wife and not be mom and dad for a few days. And to anyone with kids, that makes 110% sense. Anyone without kids, you may judge me, but it's 2 days a year that we get out away, and it's fine. Our kids know they're loved. So
place your bets.
But one of the things, it was just a great weekend. So we got to see this guy, and it was awesome. So I'm already having a great time. Then,
13.
Later, we're like, okay, let's go play some more
Player
slots.
stands.
You know, after that, that's when we played a little bit more slots. Then went to the blackjack
House
table.
wins.
So went to the blackjack table, won a bunch of money there. Actually, no, we went to the
Place your
blackjack table
bets.
first. I'm sorry, we went to the blackjack table first. After the blackjack table was when my wife got cold. So we went and got her a. You know, I'm going 50K right here. I need some money back.
Good luck.
You know that I'm completely. Oh no, am I toasted here? It's about to be a 200K video.
18.
Oh,
Stand.
flip a 7, do your job. Bust. Oh my god.
Push.
Okay, well we'll just do 10K. Now I'm scared. But yeah, we went and played blackjack and then we went and ran into him. But anyway,
Betting open.
you know, we
Good
were getting
luck,
ready to
everyone.
leave and Vegas Matt was still there. He was in the high limit room, still recording his
Player stands.
newest video, the one that actually just came out today. He was there. That would have helped me. That would have helped me too. That crushes me. God, I'm getting
Well,
my
that's a
butt
win for
whipped
the
over here.
house.
But see, I don't know, that distracted me. Maybe blackjack isn't where I need to play
Place your
right now.
bets.
Maybe I should go back to the slot.
Good luck,
But
players.
God, my train of thought is off. I gotta know this because I need the
19.
money. But yeah, oh yeah, Vegas Matt was in the Highland room finishing his newest video. And
That's too
my wife
many.
went to use the bathroom.
Favorite
We were
players.
literally getting ready to leave. And then as I'm walking back to the restroom because I'm gonna go meet my wife to leave,
Place your bets.
I literally bump into, like I
Good
said,
luck.
if you guys watch Bluff and these guys, you know who I'm talking to. If not, appreciate you listening.
15.
I run into Reggie Mook.
19. Stands.
I shake his hand, I give him a fist bump. I'm like, yo, what's up? I was like, big fans,
That's
guys.
too
You're
many.
part of the reason why I'm
Player
here. You know, is Bluff going to be around later? I would love to take a picture. He said, yeah, we'll be around filming later.
Betting open.
I saw that Bluff was eating, so I wasn't going to be that guy that goes in there and is like, yo, can I get a picture
Good
while
luck,
you're eating?
everyone.
I'm just, you know, I'm not that guy.
16.
Never going to be that guy. That hurts. That hurts
House wins.
even worse. But I said I'm not gonna you know, get myself involved
Place your
and
bets.
just bother him while he's eating. That's just the most rude
Good
thing
luck,
ever.
everyone.
So we just stayed around. I was like, I'll wait. We played a few more slots. I had a few more, you know, bonuses actually waiting for him, so that was
10.
great.
20. Player
And then
stands.
as he left, he went towards the high limit table rooms at the El Cortez. He started
Favorite
talking to
player.
Vegas Matt for a while because he saw Vegas Matt was in there doing a video. And then as he walked out, I'm like, hey, Bluff, what's up? And he was like, hey,
Betting
what's up?
open.
And then, you know, I asked him for a picture. He said, yeah, so I got a picture with
Good
him,
luck,
Brandino, Reggie. I got the whole crew in there because
Stands.
I enjoy them all. It's not just one. Are you kidding me?
Dealer wins that.
I didn't even get this treatment in Vegas. But, like I said, I got the whole crew in there because
Betting open.
they're all. I'm a
Good
huge
luck,
fan of them all.
players.
They make up that both of them. You know, Brandon has his own channel. Reggie, you know, is the muscle. But
Over
dude,
21.
I'm done. I might just be done. But yeah, I got to take a picture with that gentleman, which is great. It really made my weekend. I'll be very
Betting open.
transparent. I was stressed out. I've been stressed out. Life be life sometimes. So I needed the vacation.
Good
Went and
luck,
got the
everyone.
vacation, and just everything was perfect. The show was hilarious. I've been a huge fan for 10 years, so I got to go see a show. I was so close to the stage. I was only like I was 13 rows back.
Stands.
I could see the entire stage. You know, they were right there. It was just a surreal moment for me. And then to go meet Vegas Matt and Bluff in
That's
the
a
same
win
day,
for
take
the
pictures
house.
with them, shake their hands, and have conversations with them. And then win a bunch of money. Well, not a bunch, but
Betting
$600. We're not rich, man. So when we turn, you know, a $500, you know, we walk in with $500 and leave with 11. We're happy.
Good luck, players.
That's amazing. But yeah, guys, this is gonna be my last hand because I'm getting my butt whooped. It was an amazing weekend.
That's a bust.
I've cured my depression, except it's coming back because I can't win a hand of blackjack in virtual reality. But as always, guys, thank you for clicking on this video and spending a little bit of your day with me. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later.